Hey Pisces, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline on this reading, you can check your other major placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any placement you've just discovered and find fascinating. So we're going to start off with this monster oracle deck, a combo of oracle cards. We take them sort of as a paragraph. And it's Moonology and Work Your Light. And then we'll move on to the Golden Tarot for a more traditional tarot spread. All right, so far nothing popping out here. Pisces. Been anything for Pisces this week? I'm always terrified this deck when I do it this way. I'm always like, are we ever gonna... Do you have anything for Pisces? Am I just going to sit here on camera? All right, here we go. Good enough. We got something. All Moonology cards. Oh, babe. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. This is probably good news for many of us. So it's prosperity of something, abundance of something, allowing that abundance to come in, not fighting it. Really good things coming ahead. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Right now there's been sort of a downtime, a rest time. It's the waning moon. So we're letting go of something. Something's completed, something's done, and we can let go of some fears maybe, or letting go of negativity, or just letting go of a relationship or a dynamic that hasn't been working, and yet we still somehow think that we're going to be satisfied if we stay, or if we keep holding on to something. So something needs to be released. It depicts winter, but I really feel like we're definitely talking about early winter, late fall, the trees releasing their leaves here, letting go of something. It could be letting go of clinging to a certain outcome, letting go, because we're getting this abundance. So abundance and clinginess don't mesh very well, right? So that sense of abundance and there being enough, and a sense of there not being enough and I need to grasp onto things, those two energies don't really work together very well. So, oh goodness, gibbous moon, very close. You're very close to achieving your goals. I don't know what's up with my oh goodness, oh my, today, but there we go. It's amusing to me, at least. You're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. So this one is, so you might need to just, wow, you're really close to achieving some sort of prosperity, some sort of level of abundance here. You still need to let something go. And I think it's probably whatever sliver, it's kind of ironic. It's like whatever sliver this moon is missing, you need to let go of the missing of that sliver. You're very close to achieving your goal. Adjustments might be needed still, that you're not there yet. Don't push things. Yeah, that's going like release it. Grasping and pushing are two very different energies as well, right? So we want to be, we don't want to be pushing. We don't want to be clinging. We want to be just relaxing and enjoying some sort of abundance or some sort of success that's come our way. Very cool, very successful thing, just letting go maybe of some sense of unworthiness, a sense of powerlessness, but you're very close and prosperity lies ahead. Both of these cards mean that whatever abundance and whatever goal you've set for yourself, you're not there yet, but it is close. It is close. Oh man. Now this deck is all like, here, let me give you some things. Oh, 2 kings. Oh, 2 kings. Here we go. Look at these kings. We're going to make them so they're looking at each other. These feel like paper dolls to me sometimes. Like, this one's like, I do lots of planning. I do lots of thinking. And fast action. Okay, that was... All right, so, but they do feel like paper dolls to me sometimes, like these little cards. So we have the King of Coins. He's thinking, planning, strategizing. He goes slow. He likes to have everything planned out, and look what he's got for it. He's got what he needs. He's got a lot. I love this King of Coins coming in as an overall energy for the reading with this prosperity lies ahead. This is someone who has planned and prepared and been very precise with their planning. He is bonds. He's not stocks. He's definitely looking to the future, trying to understand, planning for the future. You know, this guy is not going to get to retirement. Well, he's a king, so he dies. He doesn't retire, he dies. But he's not going to, let's say he's one of us, and he's not going to get to retirement without a really fat account. So he's really thinking about money, thinking about his time, his money, his expenditures. I see very organized, and very prosperous from that organization. Another overall entity here, well, I feel like we could be talking about two people, is King of Swords. Lots of really clear thinking, really good ideas, very fair, very generous thinking. Both of these kings think for the best of the community. They're not thinking about themselves per se or what they want, but what's best for the community. King of Swords, he's precise. I mean, that sword is precise thinking. It's truth, it's honesty, but it always comes with some grace and some generosity. He can't be being so harsh on truth that, you know, there's rioting in the streets, because justice, too strict of justice isn't really justice at all. Right? Because we're all humans and we all have extenuating circumstances. So there's a sense where justice needs to be balanced a little bit with mercy, a little bit of the understanding about how this life is so difficult and and can be such a rough ride. And we end up making decisions, and yeah, there are consequences, but we don't need to like make everybody into, you know, a math equation. There needs to be some mercy and some gentleness. So this king is thinking about the overall good, the overall truth, the overall, he's mixed some mercy in with his truth, with his harshness. All right, Pisces, moving on to the regular spread, all right, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, to-do list, and possible outcome. My. Two kings indeed. I'm starting to get a relationship vibe off this reading. I'm not a reader that focuses on one thing or another, career or relationship or whatever. It's just something here is going to relate, but there is a sense of, yeah, there's a couple strong relationship cards here. So in your recent past, Three of Swords, heartbreak. This may have been a fast-moving heartbreak. These swords, they could have been truths, understandings, realizations that you had about a situation you were in that caused some pain. Caused pain for sure. And they could have been things people said, the ideas that you understood with a lot of clarity, but they came in and truth, it could have been some truth that you saw, came in and pierced your heart very deeply, pierced this, and was very painful. The Three of Swords has this tumultuous storm here. But one thing we know about storms is unless we're on like Mars, they don't last forever, right? They come and they go. And they can come in very quickly and they can go just as quickly. You know, we can get a good rainbow. Oh my God. Yeah, we can get a good rainbow after that storm comes through. And there's a lot of pain here, but this is wasabi pain. This isn't habanero pain. This is like quick burning of the nose, the eyes, and whoosh. Oh my gosh, every time I say wasabi, I salivate. I love wasabi so much. So, because it is such like a thrill. It's like a short-lived, whew, that was exciting. And you're not there like an hour later still trying to drink milk and stuff. It just comes and goes. So that's what Three of Swords typically indicates, a heartbreak that came in really fast and is probably going to leave really fast. The wasabi of heartbreak, right? And then I was saying, like, it's a storm and it leaves very fast. And what does it leave? A rainbow. That's right. That's what surprised me, is this rainbow right here. So we have, so that heartbreak, though, now you're in a really good spot. This heartbreak healed, or does whatever heartbreaks do. I don't know that they ever heal. I think they do heal, most of them. And then some of them have a harder time. There's some deep scarring and maybe some amputations with some heartbreaks. But right now, there is a lot of emotional fulfillment. It feels like you made peace, either with the situation or with the other person. These children don't necessarily represent real children, but they do represent emotional fulfillment and the fulfillment of a strong, beautiful, deep connection, emotional connection with someone. The 10s are going to be completion. They're going to be manifested in the world. This hope, this dream for a deep emotional connection with someone actually manifested in the world. It has incarnated, it has manifested the promise of that Ace of Cups when it first came down as an idea, as an intention into this world. It now has, it's now a reality. And it's manifested. So very beautiful energy there. In your hopes and fears, you have this Chariot card. This Chariot is about getting your ducks in a row, and then they go really fast. This is like the Chariot, you know, like horsepower and all those horses working together. You know, like in Ben-Hur in that final Chariot race. Those horses are so powerful, all working together. And so getting a team together to work together to go someplace really fast. You'd like to go someplace fast now. Yeah, you want to skate along. I see like a motorboat here. These swans are a motorboat and she's on a big giant concrete ski, but just roll with it. That's sort of the idea behind this card, though, is that, you know, she's leaving a wake behind her. She wants to go fast. So your hope is to like, whew, okay, this is fulfilling. This is manifesting. Yeah. And just keep going. You want to go fast. So you've got your foot on the gas here and you'd like it to keep going on, shift to a higher gear and keep moving. Yeah. Or you could be afraid. You could be afraid that things could move too fast. You could be worried that, okay, this is very fulfilling, but what if we move too fast? What if we skip some steps? What if some things get forgotten or left behind? Or what, oh man, there's my heater. Oh no, we leave that open or else we suddenly get cold and we don't know why we're cold, and then we look over and the heat's been off for several hours. So it'll go off again, we'll deal with it. What's at issue here? I thought Libra got this one too. A lack of community. There's, or not being able to get together with your friends where you would normally find some great companionship. But this 10 of Cups is where you're at, but the issue is the 3 of Cups reversed. This could be cheating energy, a wandering eye energy. This could be not having a support, not feeling like you have a supportive community. Not feeling like singing. Not feeling like you've been really able to share openly about your hopes and your fears and who you are. There's some sort of a friend group or a lack of friends or a lack of connection to, you know, a lack of intimacy, a lack of intimate connection here. And then in your environment, we have Queen of Wands. So we have somebody in your environment who's a little bit witchy. She very much, this is probably a real person that you know, very much intuitive, very, I like how we're getting a queen here. We have 2 kings. And then we have this queen here who is, yeah, she's very in touch with her own intuition. So the queens are more internally motivated. They're more about that energy, about who you are, and the kings are more about like bringing that energy out into the world, shifting the dynamics and the environments we find ourselves. The queen is more introspective, not necessarily introspective, but it's more about who that person is and discovering their own power. So there's somebody here who has some internal power, some intuition that they deal with. They don't like go around imposing it on others, but it's their intuition. People do like to listen to them. They can be very inspiring. They're very in touch, very with their intuition, intuitive, a little bit magical, and yeah, that's their vibe. That's who they are. I don't want to say charismatic, slightly charismatic, But that's not the definition of who they are. People listen to them, but not because they're asking for people to listen to them. They just listen to them. And then your to-do list is this Four of Wands. So this is a public leveling up. So hitting that next level, going public with it. There's a strong community vibe here. There is the fruits of our labors here being presented. There's some nice balance here. This is our 1111 card. So bringing that forward, bringing a new level, accepting a new level, celebrating a new level. You may not be, you know, at the intimate sharing of this Three of Cups, but there is like a nice celebration of a new level here. I feel like this could be a little bit of this abundance lies ahead with this, like, we've leveled up and we're celebrating that. Abundance, there's so much abundance here. There's so much. So even if this isn't a relationship vibe, this is an engagement card, engagement marriage card, but really it's just a leveling up card. It's like, this has happened, we've done this, and I'd like to make it public, you know, that I've gotten this promotion, or you know, signing the papers for a promotion or something like that, or any kind of promotion. So heading up to the next level. So you already have manifested something here. So almost this 10 becomes a 0 again, right? We restart a new cycle. So this 10 is the fulfillment of a cycle, and then we start a new cycle. In this new cycle, you're bringing this positive, creative leveling up here. Communication. It's communicating it to your community, to the people around you. There is some sort of a need for public recognition. You know, when we get engaged, we could just keep it secret, but then is it engaged if it's secret? Maybe, I don't know. But there's always something sort of like an announcement or not an announcement, maybe an announcement, you know, of just this leveling up, and there's a public aspect to it. You're very close to achieving your goal, and I believe this is sort of like a part of that process of achieving that goal, is that leveling up. So this is the card. I mean, not only do we have two kings here, which to me is like a nice match set. Gender doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter to me. So this nice match set came out. The intellect, the communication. There is a lot about communication here of the King of Swords, mastery of communication for the greater good. And then this King of Coins is reminding me of this prosperity lies ahead. So these two kings create these two sort of pillars here of mastery. I feel like communication and career mastery. And then we have where you're going here is Two of Cups. So this is reminding me again of those two kings, these two powerful beings. Two of Cups coming together for a very sweet and beautiful sharing of emotions. So that's where you're going. There's some sort of leveling up that needs to happen, either publicly or, yeah, bringing the fruits of your labors. So this is like an early summer celebration where it's our first fruits of our labors. It's planning for the next step as well, right? It's not just about saying, okay, we're at this level. It's also about saying, and we're planning for the next level. We're ready to plan for the next level. And here's the next level. This Two of Cups, this deep emotional sharing between two kindred spirits, two soulmates. Yeah, it's a beautiful card. That's what made me start thinking this whole thing was about relationships. Well, the King's coming out here as an overall vibe. So some sort of abundance coming. You're very close to achieving some sort of goal. This is a stop on the way, and I believe that this is the goal that you have. I see these two people as the two pillars holding up this abundance, and as these two kings that we've already seen. Also, we've got these two swans on this chariot here. this 10 of Cups, we've got, oh, and this Queen of Wands sits under this 3 of Swords. So this person, this Queen, in her own power here, this, I believe this past heartache has fueled either your connection to this person or has fueled this person altogether. Like that past heartache, they've grown from that. I guess that could be you. I'm kind of seeing that as you here. External? It's supposed to be someone in your external environment, but it's sitting under this 3 of Swords, and it's making me really think that whatever painful heartbreak you have in your past, people, you and whoever else has grown from that. Yeah, and then we have this 3 of Cups in reverse. There hasn't been deep, soulful sharing and connection, but here we have this 2 of Cups where you're going, where you're planning on going, I think, with this 4 of Wands, where you're figuring out, you're saying, okay, we've arrived at this 10, let's go to the next 10 of Cups. And so then we start out at this, so I feel like, in a way, this 4 of Cups, or 4 of Wands, is looking to me like a 0 of Cups, like you've leveled up and now you start like a video game. You know, you've leveled up and now you're starting on this new level because you achieved something here and now it's time to start on the new level and prepare for the next 10 of Cups level of achievement here. And this Queen of Wands, she's part of this 4 of Wands, I think. Well, yeah. So 2 of Cups, that's where you're going. Beautiful. There's one major arcana here, the Chariot, the dream to go somewhere, the dream to go fast, the dream to go somewhere. This could be actually going somewhere and wanting to do that. On the move. That's basically the overall for the reading. Something's on the move. It looks like a connection of some kind. Ooh, I love this because it's reminding me of this waning moon card, this pause, this winter time. This delighting almost in the pause. Look for my signs. I've been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort, believe. So all those little coincidences and little signs, I love them. That's a really beautiful note. I love how this bird is sort of in a way like, is camouflaged here. So you really have to be looking and wanting to see these signs and these communications from spirit. Because if you're not paying attention, they'll just fly right by you and you'll never even see them because they're a little bit camouflaged here. It always feels like a little wink from the universe that I only caught because I was looking and paying attention. So, all right, paying attention to the signs. This is a really beautiful reading, Pisces. It's just gorgeous. I love starting. We start out here and we go here. The healing, the love, the connection, the rebuilt or newly built connection is gorgeous. All right, Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments and your subscribes. I very much appreciate them.